Just seen Francis Ngannou and Mike Tyson and that so-called trainer that's got the pads on, Sydney Open workout. I hope he's kidding along and he's playing possum here. I hope that's a joke and intended to be a laugh, because if it's not, he ain't got a prayer. He ain't got a cat and hell's chance. He won't get out of the first round. It's probably going to be Tyson's quickest knockout. But you know what? It's got to be kidology, that. It's got to be fun and games. Because if that's what he's got, well, God help him. He'll get smashed to bits. That's all I'm saying, mate. That's embarrassing. If that's what he can do on a public workout, don't bother doing a public workout. It's a disgrace.
And those are the words of Big John Fury as he critiques Mike Tyson's training of Francis Ngannou. He calls it a disgrace. He says if that's what you got to do, you shouldn't do it at all because it looks absolutely terrible. And let me counterpunch. I think that's exactly what Big John Fury should say. Now, the media workout, I don't think it was ideal, but I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I remember looking at the combinations. He's getting better. But understand something, John. Your son picked Francis Ngannou, a guy that's not a boxer, to box. So why would you be surprised if it's not what you expected to see from a true professional boxer? That's crazy. Your son cherry picks a guy that's MMA, that's specialized in totally different platform of fighting, a totally different genre. And you're critiquing him off of how he looks boxing when you know he's not a boxer. I don't think that's really fair. But then, Big John, though, I don't think even if he looked good, I don't think he would, it would be his job to say that he looks good. Big John, in the eyes of other fighters will never look as better as Tyson because, those other fighters are not his son. And that's reasonable. Big John Fury talks his mind, but he is 100% biased, and that's exactly how he's supposed to be. Now, I do think, a side note, I think this is like a secret dig at Mike Tyson because, it's always that envy there because of what Tyson Fury already said about, well, why isn't he in my corner? But then the question you ask yourself is, why isn't Big John in Tyson's corner? Why is Javen Sugar Hill still there after he said that he's going to run Sugar Hill off or going to have words with him or going to do whatever to Sugar Hill? You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a dig at Mike Tyson as well because he didn't even mention the other guy's name. And we all know Mike Tyson doing his thing with Francis. So he plays his part in preparing Francis Ngannou. And I think John Fury, this is a perfect opportunity for him to take a dig at Mike Tyson. However, I'll say this. He didn't say his name out, right? But if he really wants to fight with Mike Tyson, keep talking shit like that. I think that's a good way to get Mike Tyson in the ring. Start talking about what he can't do or what he's unable to do with a fighter based on what he doesn't know. That's the fastest way to get punched in your face. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Big John Fury calling the Francis Ngannou workout an absolute disgrace. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.